What's going on, you guys? We're back on a Saturday. Just got back from a golfing round, and it was pretty nice out today. And I've been waiting all day for some news, waiting for this four-game slate that locks in about an hour. We just got the Colin Sexton news, which is awesome. That's gonna help some of our plays. We got Giannis is ruled out as well. I really liked him here, but with him out, there's some really awesome options. So let's start. Some of my favorite value plays today. Number one, Cole Anthony. He is probable to play. He just had a quad contusion. I know that he's getting tired because of the minutes, not ready for him. I think that he could give us upward of maybe somewhere around 25 to 28 minutes. And I'm okay with that with $14. I think we could see something right around this 23 to 25 range. That's what he does. He balls out. I think there'll be less defense on Dallas today than usual because there's a whole bunch of rule outs for them. So I'm not really worried about Luka defense on him. I think Cole Anthony could be a pretty solid play today. And I mean, people may go to like a Damian Dotson. However, I will not be doing that against Milwaukee. I know he had the 35 minutes against Memphis and did nothing. I don't see him pulling 28.4 off against Milwaukee, so I don't really like Damian Dotson here. Yeah, Cole Anthony, definitely someone that I'm really looking towards. Another guy. There's a whole bunch of Dallas players, but I don't want to play. Let me just keep Cole Anthony up for you guys too. I don't really want to play a whole like too many Dallas players. I've been playing around with lineups. I've had 4 or 5 in, and I'm just that usually doesn't work out. So gotta really pick the Dallas players you want exposure to today. And with Luka, who will be one of my core plays, you got to pick the people around him that are going to have okay games, and I think Maxey will be one of those guys. I really like the aspect where he's getting back to some defensive stats where he's a good blocker, and I think that he'll see upward of 30 minutes today. They'll need some of his shooting. I really love Maxey today. I've been getting killed with plays like Hardaway, by the way, who's 20 and has a good projection because of the huge minutes he's going to play. I'm not going to play him. Also, Burke, another play that you can pivot off of if you think people are going to go Hardaway and he could have a game. I'm not going to go Burke because he's not going to be racking up a ton of assists, I assume. It's still going to be Luka. Maybe Trey has slightly more upside than Hardaway in the fact that he might be handling the ball when Luka's off the court. But I think that Maxey's the guy that I want to go to that's not a guard, since Luka's the main guard there. And then my boy, one of my favorite, even now he was in when I loved Giannis. Now that Giannis is out, I spectacular spot for Dante. I'm loving the consistency. He has a few bad games, but he just dropped to one of his cheapest prices since the beginning of the year. I see him contributing everywhere and giving us what we need from him. I think that he can get upward of 30 fantasy points today for $12, and that's just a bang for your buck. So these are my value plays today, guys. There's so many value plays, though. FYI, people will probably go to Isaac because he's getting heavy minutes and Cleveland's down a whole bunch of folks. But he's not going to be really a high usage guy at all. You're hoping he gets in there with steals and blocks and whatnot. But that you could see that happening. Everything else I'm not really in love with. Let me see if there's anything else that I forgot to mention here, but those are really the value plays I'm looking at today. Not interested in Nacho. I did forget because all Dallas players, I like Willie Cauley-Stein too. It just makes me nervous against Vooch. Kind of like I expect something like this or worse. So it's not a lot of upside. So I don't think he's going to go out of 45 fantasy points. I want someone that could possibly or potentially have that upside. So I'm not huge on him. Maybe we'll see some Tyrell Terry. Who knows? That's going to be interesting. That Dallas game is going to be interesting. But no, Pat Connaughton, by the way, did get he's not on the injury report. He could gain some minutes. I don't know if he'll come off the bench or start, but beware of that. Don't think there's anything else that we're not going to Derrick Jones. So yeah, these are my value plays of the day, guys. I really like them. I think they'll do well. Move on to some core plays now. That Giannis news is big, so Middleton jumps right into my core playlist at $33. I don't see why you don't like him. And if anyone has ever looked at usage when the Bucks don't have Giannis, Chris Middleton is a usage beast. So I love me some Chris Middleton today. I don't think you can go wrong with him there at all. He's going to get you he's going to get you maybe a steal or two. He's going to get you boards, assists. He's going to score. The usage is going to be crazy. Chris Middleton, lock him in today, especially without no Giannis. Luka, 70-point upside today, smaller roster. I assume he's going to be upward in the higher minutes total than he usually is. I absolutely love him. I think he could throw us a 70 burger today, just like he did against Denver. I don't see him getting below 50. I like his floor at 50 today. So I love me some Luka because today I really think since there's so much value that I want to kind of create a ceiling lineup, which I usually don't. I usually have really safe floor players, but I think this is where we want to attack a ceiling type lineup. So that's why the next guy that I put in here as a core play today is Mr. Dre. We want this Cleveland-Milwaukee game to be a little closer. And if it is, let's take a look here. It's still, which is crazy, but we want to stay close, and if so, Dre will be the reason. Vooch is a fine option too, but Aaron Gordon's back, so I think maybe Aaron Gordon will take some. There's going to be offensive players that can score besides Vooch on Orlando, and it's going to just be Vooch. Vooch will have a heavy role, but in Cleveland, it literally is Andre Drummond. So that's where we really want to keep an eye out. And I don't think Brook Lopez can stop him. No Giannis. I really love this smash spot for Andre Drummond. I think that if he can just, let's just not have any foul trouble and just get, upward of 30 plus minutes, I think we'll be fine. And I think we could see one of those ceiling games from another ceiling player. I don't see Vooch scoring 60, 65, but I could see Dre doing so. And then my last core play today that I just, if Portis starts, I'm automatically on him. If he doesn't start, I'm still probably on him. I think Portis could be what yesterday was for Boucher. So I really like Portis as well. There's some good pieces in this Milwaukee-Cleveland game that I really like. And it's interesting because I think it's the lowest over-under. No, Orlando-Dallas is. But I'm not stacking up the Portland sack game. You can do that, though. That route could work. But sack is really good about spreading their fantasy point production out. So with that, being said, in Portland, I can see people going Dame Dollar over Luka today. You know, Dre's 42. He's cheaper than Dame. Has the same type of ceiling. So I could see people fading Luka for Dame, or go Luka and Dame and a cheaper center like Nurk. So you could go that route. But I love me Luka. And I love me some Andre Drummond. Like I said, I think that I love centers because they get all their fantasy stats in so many different ways, and I don't think Dame necessarily, it's too sporadic, and he's got CJ there. I think maybe this will be a get right Nurk game. I just don't know. This was against the worst team, two terrible teams. Um, it's hard. He's starting to score 30, but he's got to get you up board. He's got to use those boards. He's got to still can you get those assists, and then also on some defensive stats. So he's in play, but I think I'll go Luka Dre as two big splashers. So that's going to be it today, guys. That's going to be it. Good luck tonight. Hopefully we can get some cash. Hopefully you guys do. Hopefully I can get back up in some green and switch our luck back into the positive. But it's been a fun week, regardless of the wins or losses or the outcome. We will see what tomorrow has in store for us. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. You guys all have a good one.